my can't help how we raised. Playing, we gon' get it. I done seen a lot, got scars from being.
Thanks if you tuning into this video. It's been a little minute. I mean, if you new out there, check me out. I'm definitely about to be bringing some more fire videos for surely. They say they got Big 30. They got released out today. Pooh Shiesty, partner in crime. Let's see what's going on.
Big 30 is supposed to be getting released by the feds today, and this comes not long after Pooh Shiesty's own dad was released by the feds. Now, we all know Pooh Shiesty's dad is a rat. He's been informant for the feds for years, since 2007 when he cooperated in a dope case. He was involved with multiple murders, multiple shootings, and he agreed to cooperate in past and future cases. So, sounds like
that's something I'm confused about, right? Shiesty, I ain't even gonna say portraying or whatever word you want to call it. I mean, gangster rapper in the streets. I mean, he really putting on what he doing, because he really doing it, and he going down during the time. He said, my daddy a gangster, but his pops been working with the people since 07. That ain't gangster. And I don't know how he wouldn't have knew that. How he ain't know his pops was arrested since 07 working for the feds. Your own pops, y'all got close bond, studio together, partner in crime, all that.
He's gonna save himself in the situation, but Big 30, from what I've seen, might actually have a chance at beating the feds entirely.
Oh yeah?
You want to make hundreds of dollars from your phone for free?
They still ain't never really released nothing for real, even saying that. Like, what they got him for? They ain't released really no videos from nothing in the studio. When they said it was a robbery or none of that. DJ Vlad just confirmed Big 30 from the Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane robbery case is getting out today.
Confirmed Big 30 from the Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane robbery case is getting out today.
They say getting what out, Vlad?
Now immediately everybody's gonna be like, oh, rat, snitch, this, that, da. Let's jump into the paperwork so y'all don't just start spinning conspiracy theories that aren't true. Now, this document was filed today. This order addresses the government's motion to revoke the magistrate judge's order granting pretrial release to defendant Rodney Wright Jr., aka Big 30. Background. Big 30 is charged with a violation, kidnapping, and conspiracy to commit kidnapping for his alleged role in a conspiracy to kidnap, coerce, and rob 3 victims in a recording studio in Dallas, Texas. On April 6th, Big 30 appeared before U.S. Magistrate Judge Annie Kristof in the Western District of Tennessee. Kristof denied the government's motion to detain Wright and ordered Wright released on a $100,000 bond, secured by 10% with conditions including home detention, curfew, location monitoring, and travel restrictions. At the government's request, the judge entered a brief stay pending appeal of the release order to this court.
All right, so basically, I mean, he got them paid lawyers. Today, they've been holding him down for probably like 5 months now. I can't remember the exact date when this happened, but his attorney probably like, yo, if y'all ain't coming with nothing by this day, then y'all got to let him sit out, get him house arrest or something pending the outcome of this case. Because y'all just got him sitting in here. Y'all just got him sitting in here. Y'all ain't really even got nothing. Y'all ain't showing nothing. It got to be why they...
So she granted him a bond, $100,000 at 10%, which means he only has to pay $10,000 if my math is mathing. He's going to be on an ankle monitor. He's going to be stuck in the crib, you know, whatever.
That's better than setting
but
up
they
the
put
way.
a stay on it, meaning he wasn't immediately released until this came through. Having reviewed the record developed by the judge, the court determines that the government has not met their burden of proof with respect to either danger to the community or flight risk. So what they just ruled is that nothing shows Big 30 is a danger to his community, and nothing shows that he's gonna jump on a plane, try to leave the country, go to Mexico, go to fucking wherever he could go. You know what I'm saying? They're saying we have no reason to believe we should be in fear of him being in society or trying to get up out of here. First, Big 30 is alleged to have retrieved a bag containing firearms that enabled the initial armed coercion in this offense. Now, looking back at the original paperwork, this would be surveillance video of Pooh Shiesty and his team of goons, including Big 30, walking into the recording studio. And this is specifically what the studio layout looked like. So everybody else was waiting out here while Gucci, Big 30, Pooh Shiesty's dad, and Pooh Shiesty were inside of this area.
So I guess, I don't know, they do got maybe evidence or something other than these pictures, because they got the inside pictures, but these could have been taken at any time, probably after the shit happened, but they probably just ain't releasing nothing. I guess they want to make sure it's concrete, if they even got anything. If they got surveillance, I don't know if them surveillance cameras was working, if they wasn't. And they let 30 out, man. 30 ain't going nowhere, man. They said Big 30, they got all this rap money right now and all this. They ain't even left Memphis. And he ain't going nowhere. They ain't left
now,
Memphis.
again, Gucci told Pooh Shiesty they could reschedule their studio session, but Pooh Shiesty requested to speak with Gucci privately. That's when those four men all went into this room that we see right here. Inside of the control room, Shiesty produced purported contract termination, released paperwork from a bag, and told Gucci to sign. When Gucci declined, Shiesty became Shiesty, and the pair started to argue. As the argument inside the recording room ensued, Shiesty instructed Big 30 to get his bag. 30 complied, leaving the recording room before returning with the bag. Shiesty then pulled what appeared to be a black AK-style pistol from the bag, pointed it at Gucci, and demanded Gucci sign that
shit
paper.
now, nigga. Fuck you.
And there's that lyric, 830 pass me that Drake, or whatever the fuck it was. And this is what literally happened in real life. Big 30 went and got a bag, brought the bag back, Shiesty up that Drake on the Gooch. So that's the first thing Big 30 is alleged to have done in this case. The second thing would be, he also allegedly physically barricaded a door in the recording studio.
Alright, boom. You said 30, grab the bag for me. I mean, the bag could have had snacks in there, joint. He ain't know what it was. This is man's. He went and got his bag. What's wrong with that? And they talking about he physically barricaded the door. Bro, if I'm standing by the door, I'm chilling. I'm on the phone. I'm on my phone. I'm just kicking. I'm chilling. I don't mean I'm barricading the door. But you know they're going to always put 100.
The victims inside and recorded the coerced signing of the contract release paperwork. So Gucci, with a Draco aimed at his face, would sign the paperwork for Shiesty, while Shiesty's dad and Big 30 stood by. Gucci was not allowed to leave the recording studio while he was held at gunpoint. Big 30 pulled out a cell phone and purported to record Gucci signing the paperwork while being...
Hey, man. His pops and 30 was just as shocked. If that's what really happened, this is allegedly, but that's what really happened. They was shocked, man. They ain't know what to do. They froze up, too. Just like the security guards that was there. They was paid by Gucci for security, and they didn't even do nothing. So none of this won't make.
Being forced to say that he released Pooh Shiesty. Now, once they walked back into the studio, obviously Gucci's cameraman and his friend were there.
My bad, y'all, to keep pausing it, but then they just said 30 recorded Gucci signing the paperwork order. So if they got 30 recording him signing the paperwork with a Draco in his face, why would they just let him out on bond for 10K, 10% of the 100,000, which was 10K? Why would they let him out, man?
Everybody pulls out guns, they get to robbing everybody, and then this happens. As the altercation inside the control room ensued, Big 30 walked over to the studio door to the lobby, closed it, and blocked it with his body, preventing the victims from leaving. Gucci's two security guards watched 30 barricade the door and attempted to force their way into the control room, but were prevented from entering. With handguns drawn, the security managed to partially open the door, but recognized that they were outnumbered by the armed target suspects. So 30 was literally blocking the door, blocking Gucci's security from coming in. And apparently it looks something like this. Pooh Shiesty really had Big 30 ass blocking.
Yeah,
but that's it. That's
security,
all of Big 30's
through
contribution to this kidnapping case. Is he went and got a bag, some shit happened, and he apparently stood at the door.
Nothing.
Now, the government suggested that 30 was armed during the incident resulting in these charges, but lacked clear and convincing evidence to support this. The court agrees with the government that the nature and circumstances of the charges against 30 and the weight of evidence against him are very serious. However, the remaining section factors favor his release.
If the evidence supports that, then once again, how they just, it don't make sense. Unless they want to let him out to go crash out some, or they think he about to incriminate himself somehow, some way. They keep making it seem like the case is so open, shut, and this and that, and why? I don't know.
So what they're saying is that accusations are dead serious, but the evidence isn't there. And because of that, and because he's not a flight risk, and because he's not a danger to the community, y'all need to let him out.
Yeah.
Now, 30 is 26 years old, lives with his father, and has 4 children that he actively parents and supports financially through his employment as a recording artist with Endless Entertainment. His criminal history is minimal. 30 received a charge of reckless endangerment and unlawful possession of a weapon for discharging a firearm on New Year's Day when he was 18 years old that resulted in judicial diversion, and 1 minor driving offense in Mississippi. 30 has never been convicted of a felony or a violent crime. There are no facts in 30's history to suggest that he is a flight risk. Therefore, 30's history and characteristics do not support pretrial detainment. Conclusion: the court finds that the government has failed to establish that 30 is a flight risk, or that the conditions of release imposed by the judge will not reasonably assure the safety of any person in the community. Accordingly, the court denies the government's motion. The court vacates any stay of the release order.
That's what's up, man. When you keep your nose clean, when something do happen like this, or anything happen, you know, whether you did do it or you didn't do it, I mean, you still got a chance to, like this, you get out on bond, house arrest or something. At least you ain't got to sit down in the prison or the jail waiting the outcome of your case or whatever. But once you get into trouble, then you get into more trouble, or anything you got on your record, now they ain't trying to let you go at all. Like, you just got to sit there. Some people done sit for cases for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, maybe even longer, just waiting the outcome of the case. And that's crazy. And a lot of times people beat the case. They ain't even found guilty. You just really sat in the jail for 5 years just waiting on the outcome. Is insane. It's insane.
So the only things on 30's criminal history is driving recklessly and shooting a gun off in the air on New Year's, which is like, I'm gonna be honest with you, that's like normal shit in the South. I mean, that's kind of normal anywhere, but in the South, it's more controlled because people tend to have more land. It's not that big of a deal. And I believe it's only a misdemeanor. And in this case, he got a judicial diversion, which is like, hey, you're gonna go to this program, promise not to do it again, and it's all gonna go away. 30 isn't even a felon, which means he can legally tow guns. And shout out to Spade TV official. 8 weeks ago, they would
30
post
on the yard. I seen that joint. Check him out.
30 on the yard. He was given a bond today, but he is still in jail after the government filed a motion to keep him from being released. This is 2 still shots of him being on the yard. And
swear, look at the comment. They say look confused as fuck. That's what I said when I say to him. I'm like, bro, I ain't never been down before. That shit probably like interesting to him. Like, not interesting, but that's the word I'm gonna use. He probably just looking around like all this shit going on the yard, cause man, the shit is like the streets, man. A lot of prisons it's like the streets. Niggas move the same, they operate the same. You got the police here that you trying to look out for. Yeah, I mean, it's I can't even think of what the word is, you know, when phones and all this stuff you shouldn't have in there. Phones, tobacco, if they ain't, you know, whatever the case, deuce, all that, whatever. But yeah, shit, it's like the streets. Just ain't no women. Ain't no women. The beds ain't comfortable. It's nowhere you want to be at all. It's not where you want to be. But I'm just trying to paint a picture. The stuff that goes on in there, like, you would be amazed. You would be amazed.
People would comment,
confused. If you never
bro, look
been
confused as fuck. He trying to figure out how he ended up in that situation. Someone else would say, at least he ain't in PC. And someone else would say, somebody said that's how he stood at the front door. But again, my boy on the yard, that means a lot. So regardless of how he looks, I mean, you don't know if he slept. You don't know if this is his first time seeing the sun. You don't know how he's feeling. But he's outside.
Yeah, he came out.
Outside in society, but he's outside on that yard.
Ain't none of
and what that means is he's doing what a lot of rappers don't do. He's not hidden in confinement. He's not in PC. He's not hiding from nobody. He is 100% accessible to everybody in that facility. He's not ducking nothing. That's respectable amongst the criminal culture, the hip hop culture. You go to jail, you're supposed to stand on it. And he's standing on it. So you got to respect it, right? He really didn't do anything to be put in there except go get a bag and maybe stand at a door. It doesn't sound like he pulled out, robbed anyone, nothing like that. But he's holding his homie Pooh Shiesty down. And that is important. Because Big 30 and Pooh Shiesty go back further than a lot of y'all realize. This post says Shiesty gets emotional that Big 30's still alive and with him today. And this was after they reunited, after Shiesty got released from state prison. And I mean, so it's like these two have been together for a long time. I can't really show y'all the rest of this video, but this is one of his day ones. He's not going all sad behind his brother. And if you live this type of...
It's one of his day ones. I think the name of that actual video that was just up, I think it's called Day One. I think that's when I first got really put on the Pooh Shiesty. Like, whenever he came out with that Day One, it's going crazy. Or whatever that video was, I know for sure. Like, get up out your hood then. Get up out your hood. Like, yeah.
Lifestyle, that is the exact type of friend you want behind you. After reading everything, I feel like 30 might have a great chance at beating this case. If not, pleading out to a very minimal offense because he really only did minimal things. It wasn't necessarily him that did any kidnapping. It wasn't necessarily him that forced anyone to do anything. What are you gonna say? He stood by a door? I'm sure a lawyer can come up with a nasty defense for that right there. But hey, let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comment section. It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all like 30 rocking with Shiesty. Till next.
Shout out to my boy on the video, man. 1090 Jake. Yeah, man. 30 out. They let him out. And we still gonna continue on. I'm gonna try to keep up with this case and see how it go and what happened, man. And shout out to y'all for rocking with me. If you check this video out, man, tune in for some more. I got some more coming for sure. I'm out.